right, so tell us what happened at your house.
So we had some people there hanging some stuff, and one of the guys was outside on a ladder, elderly-ish. The one guy probably should have been, the younger guy should have been the one on the ladder, but he had a broken leg, so the older gentleman went up, and the ladder went off the edge, and he fell off the ladder and couldn't move.
At your house?
Yes.
And you saw this?
It was awful. Scary situation. He didn't want to move. So then that's scary because you're not supposed to. Then you hear, I've seen on TV, don't move them.
What do you do, by the way?
So we call paramedics.
No. What do you do immediately? Do you run out there?
There's lots of people at my house and everybody's freaking out. And yes, there's multiple people at my house and we're all kind of scrambling what to do. We decide to call 911 to get paramedics there. The paramedics show up. Everything is fine, but they take his heart rate and they're like, gosh, his heart rate is so low. And he's like, yeah, I'm not going in though. I'm not going in. And then he decides to go. And then we got an update the next day that he had a pacemaker put in. And that that is something that he would have needed regardless of the fall, but he probably never would have gone to the hospital for. And so they say that the fall is one of those weird things that probably saved his life. What?
So you having an unstable ladder really saved the guy's life.
Wow.
His ladder.
Oh, not your ladder. Good.
It went off the ledge. I know. I thought once he was better, I thought that night, are we going to get sued? I don't know the insurance, because we didn't know the full update. And then when I got the update that it saved his life, I was like, we're definitely not getting sued.
So I used the same two guys. That guy's really old.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
He's like 80.
Yeah.
But is he good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to
So now I'm worried that he can't hang up my mirror. I'm like, what?
I tried to be careful with the elderly comment,
Yeah,
but
he's 80.
yeah. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, Jimmy Johnson had this happen to him. He went on Survivor, or was going on Survivor, and he got hurt or something, and they went in. They're like, "Oh, you have a heart issue." They had to put a stent in because they found it.
The
there.
Dallas Cowboy coach?
Yeah, he went in. He was going through casting, and they found this defect or whatever. So he got it put in. So he wasn't able to cast, but he came back a couple seasons later once he healed from surgery.
And the screening process, they physically screen you. He didn't pass. They found an issue, and they were like, "Oh my God, we need to put this in your heart. Put a stent in his heart."
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you remember this part of my dad's health journey, but we were in California for something. We got a call that my dad had a stroke. I don't know if you remember. It was 2016, but that stroke was, awful, but only because he had the stroke did they find the tumor in his throat. Because he couldn't move his hand after the stroke. So they wanted to go in his neck and work on a nerve to go down to his hand. And then when they went to scan the neck for the nerve, they found the tumor. And they caught it early-ish, but they said that's something they wouldn't have caught without the stroke. And they weren't related.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad that guy's okay.
Yes. I'm sure he'll be fine over at your house. He got a new pacemaker.
Yeah,
it's
true.
fine.
I'm asking about it. Hey, I heard you got a new pacemaker, bud. Let me see it. I guess you can't really show it, can you?
It's a Bobby Bones show.